wave back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. He'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so.
Wide open on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Smothers. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Manning. Still looking to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Moves the pocket. It's Mateer. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Play this game in the shadow of big tech. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, Manning. Out wide left, it's Winston. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Here's Arts to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here. Motion from the wideout. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out of the 26 with the 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch. Elite coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Left side is Townsend. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Manning fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll give it to Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Brown. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run.
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense is not...
Breaks away on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Drops back on 1st down. They're all over it. Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
In the red area, it's Blaylock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Dangerous throw on that one.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
This time it's complete. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Buying time to his right. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Utes looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although...
And he muffs it, a loose football. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they try and short, they really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Just got rid of that one.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Direct snap. It's Brown. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Slings it downfield. Out wide right, it's Brown. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in.
And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Motion from the wide receiver. On play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of down.
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
His quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
The Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. This is a designed run. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Blaylock. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps on fourth down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Look out! Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Manning on play action. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's inside. It's Smothers. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Stopped right there.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them...
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Drops back, it's Spatier. Fires to the tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Brown. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it back.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll throw it. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.